The BCCI has announced a huge cash reward for the Indian cricket team after their victorious ICC Champions Trophy 2025 campaign. The BCCI have announced that the Indian team will be getting a whopping rupees 58 crores as prize money. You heard that right. They are getting a prize reward of rupees 58 crores from the BCCI. And whilst many would argue that this is well deserved, given that this is in fact the core of the Indian cricket team that has now led India to 2 out of 2 ICC events, there's also bound to be a lot of question marks about why it is that the Indian cricketers are getting this much money when, truth be told, they are already very well remunerated. And what exactly does this mean if you are a sports person in India in a sport that isn't quite cricket? The disparities, quite frankly, are very, very big. For some context, let's also take a look at what exactly it is that Indian cricketers make on their own to begin with. If you are a BCCI centrally contracted cricketer, then you are already earning a lot because there are 4 grades of BCCI contracts. You've got the grade A+, grade A, grade B and grade C. A grade A+ cricketer earns 7 crores, a grade A cricketer earns 5 crores, a grade B cricketer will earn 3 crores, and if you're a grade C cricketer, you are earning a baseline salary of 1 crore. This is not taking into account how much you'd be making in match fees, endorsements, or the biggest cash prize of them all, the Indian Premier League or the IPL. Almost every top-level player is contracted to an IPL side that will be paying them a base salary, which will more often than not run into tens of crores, which is not even counting the amount they'd make separately from brand endorsements as well. So it's safe to say that if you're an Indian cricketer at the top of your game, you're already getting well paid. So where exactly is this 58 crore prize money coming from? And more importantly, why is it coming around? Especially when you consider that athletes who take part in other sports, most notably Olympic sports, which are far more global a sport than what cricket would probably be, you realize that the disparity is very, very huge. Let's take a look at some of the figures that our Olympic heroes from 2024 were paid in comparison. Bhaker made history when she won 2 medals in one edition of the Olympics, yet the prize money that she got was only a paltry 30 lakhs. The men's hockey team made it 2 bronze medals in 2 editions, yet they got a prize money of rupees 15 lakhs per player plus 7.5 lakhs for each member of the coaching team. If you look beyond that, Sarabjot Singh, who had won a mixed team bronze medal with Manu Bhaker, was given 22.5 lakhs as a prize reward. Neeraj Chopra, when he won the gold in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, was given 6 crores as prize money. Again, it pales in comparison if you look at some of the other sums. Swapnil Kusale got 1 crores from the Maharashtra government, and Aman Sehrawat also got a prize money, but it wasn't quite announced and it wasn't expected to be, more importantly, at the same level as the other Olympic athletes. So look at the disparity. Your top Olympians are not even getting money which is coming close to a few crores, whereas Indian cricketers, most of whom would already be making in multi-crores on an annual basis, are getting this much money. The disparity is quite frankly shocking and does call into question really what it is that India would want to be doing if it is to promote sporting culture and not just cricket culture. Now, of course, there is a counter argument to be made that the BCCI obviously earns a lot more revenue than any other sport, and a lot of Olympic sports, truth be told, are controlled by the government due to the amateur status of the sport that is required, which means that these players would by default not be getting paid anywhere near as much. There is obviously going to be some disparity, but nothing perhaps should explain the disparity that we're seeing right now, given that it should be just as prestigious, if not more prestigious, that an athlete represents India in the Olympics than it is to be a part of the Indian cricket team. But what are your thoughts on the huge pay disparity? You can let us know that in the comments below, and please don't forget to stay tuned to Republic World and Republic Sport Fit for more such stories from the world of sport.